The Mass Effect modding community continues to be one of the most underrated modding communities in modern gaming. In this video, we are going to be looking at the top 5 Mass Effect mods of 2024 going into 2025 that were showcased on this channel this year. Check out my Mass Effect modding playlist on my channel for the full showcases of each mod that you will see in today's video, and even more. Year in, year out, the Mass Effect modding community releases incredible new mods that make the Mass Effect Legendary Edition on PC that much better. Some of these mods are so good that I can't imagine my canon playthroughs of the Mass Effect trilogy without them. So if you love Mass Effect and Mass Effect modding, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below what sort of Mass Effect mods you want to see in 2025. Now, let's get right into it. Are you tired of the Reaper War and Mass Effect 3 not feeling very immersive? Well, you won't have to worry any longer with this brand new mod that was just released. Immersive Thessia mod by Oricon the Modder on Nexus Mods. Per the mod author on Nexus Mods, the Immersive Thessia mod realizes the full potential of one of Mass Effect 3's most iconic missions by introducing what the original tried but failed to portray: the visuals and sound design of a city under siege, as well as a tense and action-packed tone. All of this is accomplished while remaining strictly faithful to BioWare's version. And that's the important piece here. It makes all these incredible brand new changes while also staying faithful to the lore and BioWare's original vision for this sequence in Mass Effect 3. And this mod excels at doing exactly just that. First of all, the mod starts off by giving you an email from Javik. This is basically a reminder to people that either don't know or haven't played this game in a while that Javik is pretty much essential to go on this mission along with Shepard and Liara. Immediately upon starting the mission and landing on Thessia, you can see how this mod transforms the normal Thessia mission into an absolute bloody, crazy, fiery war zone. Right off the bat from exiting the Kodiak shuttle, you can see plenty of enhanced explosions, more dead Asari corpses, and even a Reaper landing alongside you right off the bat. There's even an extended gunner sequence when once you get on the turret to support the Asari squad, there are way more enemies, and there are even restored missile actions that shoot at you, knocking you off the turret, and you have to get back on before the enemies breach the area. Overall, right from the get-go, you can see that this mod makes the Battle of Thessia that much more intense. You can even look out into the distance and see how many more different flames, explosions, and Reaper forces have been added to make this look like an even bigger struggle for the Asari. This mod even alters and enhances many of the cutscenes in this mission to add Reapers, more explosions, change the overall aesthetic and feel of the Battle of Thessia, and is overall a mod that you need in your mod library next time you play Mass Effect 3. Let's look at this altered cutscene to see how much it changed from the original. Keep your eye out for the Reaper that's falling in from orbit in the background. It's a small change that makes a scene like this so much more intense and all the better.
Talon Swarm, this is Outpost Tychus. Is anybody left on this frequency? We are in need of immediate air support. Commander Shepard is here.
Copy, this is Talon 1. I'm on the way. Talon 5 inbound. Talon Swarm, assume formation Xeron Sigil. Ground targets confirmed. Weapons are hot. Light 'em up.
In honor of Mass Effect 2's 14th birthday coming up this weekend, we are going to take a look at a brand new Mass Effect 2 mod that just released very recently, all in honor of the very special anniversary of the release of Mass Effect 2. Do you like the alternate outfits that you get for characters in Mass Effect 2, but never thought there was enough? Well, now you can take your companion customization to the next level with Combat Outfits for Miranda LE2 by Morning Angel on Nexus Mods. Like the name suggests, this mod adds more combat outfits for Miranda in Mass Effect 2. The mod author's intention with this mod was to give Miranda a more spy-like combat outfit. There is already a vanilla alternate outfit that gives her a great armored look, so this mod is supposed to give Miranda that secretive operative feel to her, while of course keeping some of the revealing aesthetic that Miranda is infamously known for. The mod author has you guys. This mod includes 3 new combat outfits for Miranda that are all similar to each other, but are just different enough to give them each completely different feels. 3 outfits are named Black Jacket, Yellow Jacket, and Victorious Saint. I think all 3 outfits are very well crafted and definitely give Miranda a different and unique looking game compared to her vanilla outfits. In Mass Effect 3's Citadel DLC, you are given an apartment on the Citadel by Admiral Anderson to use as kind of your own little player home in Mass Effect 3. It's a really neat addition to the game where you can do things like customize the furnishings, invite your squad mates up to have good intimate conversations with them in exclusive scenes that you get in the DLC, and obviously throw the big party at the end of Citadel DLC. One glaring issue though is after you've completed all that content in the DLC, there's really nothing else to do in the apartment. And there's not really a whole lot the apartment offers once all the DLC activities are complete. Well, this next mod seeks to fix all those issues with Apartment Additions by L. Linden on Nexus Mods. This mod adds 2 major features to the apartment that really spice up what you can do with it and how you can spend your time in the apartment after the Citadel DLC is completed. The first and main feature of this mod is romance invites. You can invite your romance to the apartment with this mod. It's inspired by the Mass Effect 2 cabin invites that you can have with your romances, and the Mass Effect 3 cabin invites that feature in the very popular Expanded Galaxy mod. Once you have this mod installed, you'll notice a portrait of your love interest gets placed on the table in the office after the romance is locked in, right by the email terminal where you can invite all your squad mates up for visits in the DLC. A point of interest will appear over the portrait if it's possible to invite the character. The invited character or love interest will hang out in different places in the apartment, and there's a short cutscene associated with each place. There's a lot of content here, more than I was expecting. Your romance option will appear in random points in the apartment after you play each cutscene, and there's a lot of different and very nice and intimate animations that happen that is really just fun and spiced up way to enjoy your apartment after the Citadel DLC. There's a lot of attention to detail with this feature too, as characters like Miranda, Jack, and Samantha have additional requirements of having completed their apartment meetup cutscene in the Citadel DLC because their meetup dialogue implies it's their first time visiting the apartment. A nice little feature. Also, even Thane can be invited to the apartment if you have the Thane Can Live mod installed. Stay tuned on the channel for more on that one. Your invited love interest will leave the apartment once you leave, and they will even remain in the apartment if you reload a save that is within the apartment. It's a really detailed system, and I love how similar it feels to the Mass Effect 2 apartment invites, and it's just an awesome, awesome way to have some more immersion and interaction with the apartment after the Citadel DLC is completed. The second main feature that this mod adds is that the hot tub in Commander Shepard's bathroom can be used whenever you want. There's now a point of interest placed on the hot tub, and interacting with it will play a short scene of Commander Shepard bathing in the hot tub. The mod randomly switches between 3 slightly different versions of this scene. For FemShep users specifically, the underwear model in the hot tub is used by default, but can be optionally switched to the nude setting in the mod settings menu if you would like. If you're male Shep, not to worry, he will always use the default underwear model as he does not have a fully nude one in this mod. Thank goodness. You can also choose in the mod menu which kinds of drinks you would like sitting next to the hot tub and the coffee table downstairs with your romance option that you can invite up. Just a cool little detail that adds more detail to the scenes. If there's one single gripe that I have with this mod, it's that you cannot use the hot tub and invite a companion over at the same time. I think it's a little inconvenient that you can only do one or the other, and especially if you have your romance option over and you want to use the hot tub, you have to leave the apartment completely and then come back in and then use the hot tub. I just think it's a little inconvenient, and there should be a way for you to have your love interest over and be able to use the hot tub at the same time. Also, I think it's just a big missed opportunity that if you're going to add all these scenes and having your love interest throughout the apartment with all these different fully animated scenes, there should at least be a couple that involved Commander Shepard and their love interest in the hot tub together doing activities. But that is my only gripe with this mod. Other than that, this mod is absolutely fantastic. It adds just a whole nother level of immersion to the Citadel apartment that you gain in the Citadel DLC, and it just adds more gameplay aspects that are small but change the game so much in the apartment, and I love it. For now, this mod does seem like it has been fully completed, as there hasn't been any updates to it since February of 2023. In Mass Effect 2, have you ever been just so tired of the vanilla romance photos in Shepard's cabin? They're all very strange pictures at really weird angles, and they're not even HD, which is the worst part. It throws off the entire aesthetic of Shepard's cabin in Mass Effect 2 and completely ruins the immersion of taking a look at your beloved Mass Effect 1 character, Romance, that ditched you for Mass Effect 2. But vanilla non-HD pictures no more, because now we have HD romance photos by Mental Hygiene on Nexus Mods. This mod completely overhauls the romance photos in Shepard's cabin in Mass Effect 2, turning the boring, old, non-high definition photos of Kaidan, Ashley, or Liara into brand new, high definition, better looking, better posed pictures of all three companions. They all look like they are actually posed, framed photos instead of just weird screenshots taken from Mass Effect 1. A really cool touch that this mod actually has is that you can choose the option to have either Ashley with her long hair in Mass Effect 3 or her bunned up hair from Mass Effect 1 and 2. It's up to your preference, and I love the flexibility that this mod gives to make these pictures just so much more immersive. This mod is relatively new, only a few months old, and is out on the Nexus.com right now in the Mass Effect Legendary Edition section. One thing that I've thought that Mass Effect has always left just a little bit more to be desired is the customization for your companions in Mass Effects 2 and 3, and especially Andromeda. You can't even do it in that game. And yes, there are DLCs that do address this, but it still doesn't feel like quite enough. I've covered companion alternate appearance outfits before on this channel, so you can go check those out, and today we have a brand new one that just came out recently on Nexus Mods. And that brings us to what we are looking at today, which is Morning's combat outfits for Jack Mass Effect 2 on Nexus Mods. Just like Morning's other alternate outfit mods that he has on Nexus, this mod also brings in 3 brand new and completely unique outfits for Jack this time into Mass Effect 2. The mod author's intention here was to make a mod that shows the punk side of Jack, and the mod author wanted to give her outfits and hair that reflects this. The 3 new alternate outfits and appearances for Jack in this mod are named Chopper, Nihilist, and Scarlet respectively. Obviously, the biggest change that you're going to see to Jack's appearance in this mod is the hair. Clearly, Jack doesn't have any hair in Mass Effect 2. She does not get hair until Mass Effect 3, but this mod gives Jack a little bit of a rock star heavy metal sort of female hairstyle. This is also consistent with the 3 different outfits. They all have the same red, black, and gray color scheme about them, but they all feel very different in their own way. It really does give you the feeling that Jack should be a part of some sort of garage band or something, and almost maybe even the vibe that this could be a character you find in Cyberpunk 2077. And of course, Jack is known for her revealing aesthetic and being able to show off her tattoos that cover her entire body, and this mod stays consistent with that, as the 3 outfits still show plenty of skin and you're still able to see the amazing tattoos that Jack has from literally head to toe. The texturing and modeling for this mod is really impressive. All 3 outfits and even the hair look fantastic in game and work in almost any different setting and any sort of lighting scenario you can imagine. And most importantly, all 3 new looks for Jack are way different than anything else she has within the trilogy, so if you're wanting a brand new, fresh, unique, clean Jack look for your next playthrough, this is definitely the mod for you. This mod showcase will be releasing on the 12th anniversary of Mass Effect 3's release. And with that, we're going to be looking at one of the most popular cut content restoration mods from Mass Effect 3, Anderson's final conversation restored by Beccatoria on Nexus Mods. In the vanilla Mass Effect 3, this is already one of the most emotional and well-written scenes in the entire trilogy. But what a lot of people don't know is that a large chunk of this conversation was cut from the final print of the game. And as the name of the mod might suggest, this mod restores cut content, extending the final conversation with Anderson. Facial animations, gestures, camera work, and even musical cues have all been reworked extensively to provide a polished, professional interpretation of the scene. This mod is for English audio localizations only, so if you play the game in a different language and have this mod installed, it will subtly switch to the English language. So it's recommended that you play this mod with an English playthrough already going on. And don't worry, this mod is compatible with almost every single other mod that has to do with changing the Mass Effect 3 ending in some sort of way, so it can seamlessly be added, and it is great. Here's what the mod looks like fully installed into the game and the final conversation restored. Let's see if you can spot the difference.
Commander?
We did it.
Yes, we did. It's quite a view.
Best seats in the house.
God. Feels like years since I just sat down.
I think you earned a rest. Stay with me. We're almost through this.
You ever wonder how things would have been different? How our lives would be different if this hadn't happened?
Sure.
I never had a family, Shepard. Never had children.
There'll be time enough for that now.
I think that ship has sailed. What about you? Ever think about settling down?
Yeah. I like the sound of that. I'm not sure I'd be much good at it, though.
Sure you would. I think you'd make a great dad.
Uh-huh.
Think how proud your kids would be, telling everyone their dad is Commander Shepard.
I don't know about that. Not everything I've done is something to be proud of.
Come here. I'm proud of you. You did good, son. You did good.
Thank you, sir.
If you love Mass Effect mods, and this Mass Effect mod showcase, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below which mod you want to see showcased next. Thank you guys.